downs. Life is full of ins and outs, but don't give up and don't feel down. Just learn to fly and you'll get by, but don't give up and don't feel down.
During his travels through space, time and the world of literature, Professor Tongue Twister has had many breathtaking adventures. Not only did he meet Robin Hood, but also Sherlock Holmes, Henry Higgins, Robinson Crusoe, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Never in his life did he think he would make the acquaintance of the Invisible Man, Dorian Gray and Frankenstein. Little did he know that he would also get to know such great minds as Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin and Albert Einstein. The adventures continue.
Breakfast is served, monsieur.
Ah, what have you conjured up today, Passepartout?
A modest petit déjeuner. Only the delicacies I could find in the park. Fresh frog's legs, cuisses de grenouille à la Provençale, lightly seasoned.
À la Provençale. Not with lavender again.
Just a little, monsieur.
All right. What else?
Ah, delicious snails. Escargot délicieux à la Bourgogne. And fresh spring water served in a champagne bottle.
Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine I would spend 79 days in a park eating French delicacies and drinking pond water every day.
Bon appétit, monsieur.
Thank you, Passepartout. Please sit down. Are you not having any?
Pardon, monsieur, but I just can't.
Why ever not?
Whenever I think of that voleur, I mean that thief that stole our balloon, I completely lose my appetite.
Don't worry, Passepartout. Sooner or later he'll be back. What goes up must come down.
But monsieur, tomorrow your 80 days are up and you will lose your bet. Not only will you lose your bet, you will lose all your money. And if you lose your money, you will not be able to keep a butler.
So what, Passepartout?
So what? If you cannot keep a butler, I will lose my job. And that's not all.
There's more?
I will have no choice but to keep you, sir.
C'est la vie, Passepartout. C'est la vie. Life is full of ups and downs. You could always employ me as your butler.
But it's not the done thing in France to have an English butler. Only in America.
So we'll go to America. Passepartout, what's that?
I've been here before. Oh, I'm back where I started. Oh. But what do you think you're doing?
You are under arrest. Police! Police! Arrêtez-le!
Hello, hello, hello!
Police!
What's all this then?
I don't know. I think my butler has just detained the gentleman who appropriated my balloon.
You mean he caught the thief? Ah, thief! Thief! Stop!
Thief? Such a vulgar word.
Oh, detective, incarcerate this man.
Put me in prison? What for?
No, the court of law will decide that, sir.
Detective, I feel we can take this gentleman at his word.
Gentlemen? Gentlemen don't steal balloons.
Look, how many times do I have to tell you I didn't steal it? I didn't even mean to borrow it. It just took off accidentally with me inside it.
Oh, we'll see about that, sir.
Detective Fix. This balloon does have a tendency to get out of control. And besides, if he really had stolen it, why would he bring it back?
A criminal always returns to the scene of the crime, sir.
I'm not a thief. I'm a linguist. Here's my card.
Professor Tongue Twister of the Royal Society of Multilinguists.
In person. I'm a language teacher and a professor of literature.
Can you prove that, sir?
Yes. Here's a collection of my most recent poetry.
Let's have a look at this. Oh, this won't stand up in the court of law. Was anything else stolen, sir?
Oh, yes, there was.
1 second. Yes, sir.
Goggles. Double G. Second G. Cap. Scarf. Leather jacket. And telescope.
Everything's exactly where it was and in perfect condition.
Let's see.
Professor Tongue Twister, I'm deeply impressed. These poems are indeed most interesting. May I show them to my colleagues at the Reform Club?
Oh, of course. If you'd like, I'll run off some copies for you.
Run off.
Yes, run off, as in make some copies, not run off as in escape, OK?
Yes, sir.
I'll look forward to it, Professor.
Monsieur Fogg, this is simply incredible. You want to help the man who made you lose your money?
What on earth are you talking about?
Because of you, Monsieur Fogg will not go around the world in 80 days, and he will lose his bet.
Of course, around the world in 80 days. How long have you got left?
Exactly 1 day, 1 night, 9 hours, 23 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, well, in that case, not all is lost yet.
You cannot go around the world in just 1.5 days.
Oh, yes, you can.
How?
Follow me, gentlemen, and I'll show you.
Passepartout, what are you waiting for?
Where do you think you're going?
Heathrow Airport.
Good day, Detective.
Au revoir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Verne and his crew would like to welcome you aboard Round Globe Airlines, flight number 80 from London to London. Passengers are kindly requested to keep their seatbelts fastened until the captain turns off the red light. Mobile phones and other electrical appliances must be switched off throughout the flight as they may interfere with the plane's electronic systems. In a few minutes, we will have the pleasure of serving you lunch and a complimentary drink, after which you'll be able to watch the famous film, Around the World in 80 Days. Thank you.
I must admit, monsieur, that my appetite has returned.
Very good, Passepartout. You certainly deserve a good meal.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. What would you like for lunch?
What's on the menu?
Well, sir, as first-class passengers, you have the choice between frog's legs à la Bourgogne, lightly seasoned with lavender, or snails le Provençal, gently fried in butter. And you will also find the sick bag in the back of the seat in front of you. We will also be serving a complimentary glass of champagne, unless, of course, you prefer spring water.
No, thank you.
If it's all right with you, monsieur, I'll have one of each, yours and mine.
Of course, sir. Here you are, sir. Enjoy your meal, gentlemen.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid I just can't help you. Why don't you try the car park?
Oh, but I already have. The car park, the hangars, the left luggage office, even the lawn over by the control tower. And the man there said my best bet will be to come and see you.
But I just can't help you. We're full up. We're bursting at the seams.
But it's a very special balloon. I'm sure you've got nothing like it here. It can travel through history and literature, you know.
Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
No, really. And it's only for 1 day. In about 24 hours, the owner, Mr. Phileas Fogg, will come back and collect it.
Fogg. The name rings a bell. Could he be a relative of Sir Francis Fogg, Minister of Aviation?
Well, now you come to mention it, Francis Fogg. Yes, Mr. Fogg did sometimes speak of a cousin, I think it was, who...
Say no more. It will indeed be a great pleasure.
Oh, thanks. But you said you've got no room.
Room's not a problem. We'll push the other exhibits a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right, and we'll squeeze it in there somehow.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, sir.
Phileas Fogg, oh, what a gentleman. And he was so complimentary about my poems. I'm sure he won't mind if I dedicate this one to him. It's time for a rhyme. Phileas Fogg and his friends made a bet about how fast round the world he could get. He said, "With few delays, it should take 80 days. I must win or I'll fall into debt." Passepartout rightly said to his master, "Ships are fine, but we need something faster. I suggest very soon we should get a balloon, or this trip will become a disaster." Nowadays, travelling round is less pain. You can get where you want on a plane. Though we can't all afford to be on board Concorde, it's still cheaper than going by train.
During his travels through history and literature, Professor Tongue Twister met royalty, scientists and writers, as well as characters from famous novels. Where will he end up next?
Life is full of ups and downs. Life is full of ins and outs. But don't give up and don't feel down. Just learn to fly and you'll get by. But don't give up and don't feel down. Just learn to fly and you'll get by. Fly high, fly high. Yes, you can if you try. Up and down, out and about. Round and round, in and out. Fly high, fly high. Yes, you can if you try. Up and down, out and about. Round and round.